Hey friend, welcome back to the channel. This is the story about Naruto was born as a full-blooded Saiyan, so let's start. In the 2 weeks that Naruto was staying at the Uzumaki compound was the best he ever had. No one was calling him a monster because of his tail or his lack of chakra. His cousin Menma, with permission from his mother, began teaching him how to draw out his power, or as he and anyone else in the nation calls it, energy, which Naruto found it was easier than those chakra exercises that he was taught back home. At the Hidden Leaf, things went downhill a bit for Natsumi as she was leaving the academy. "Hi Natsumi, where's Naruto? I haven't seen him in a few days." Hinata Hyuga said, as she was one of only a few people that would call Naruto a friend. "My family banished him just a few days ago, that's why you haven't seen him," Natsumi said with a smile, as she actually didn't care about him at all. "What? Why?" Hinata said with shock. "Because he's a monster and a disgrace to shinobis everywhere, so we banished him not only from the family but also the village and this nation, and gave him 3 days to leave, otherwise he would be killed," she said without care. "Don't you care about him at all? He's your brother after all," Hinata said. "No, why should I? And like I said, he's a disgrace," Natsumi said. "I see. Then Natsumi Namikaze Uzumaki, I can no longer be your friend, as my friends would never abandon family so coldly," Hinata said with anger. "But Hinata, it was for the good of the village. You knew he was cursed. You knew he could destroy the village just by looking at the moon," Natsumi said, as she was shocked that Hinata was ending their friendship. "Of course I was aware, but I didn't care. He was nice and kind and never judged anyone. Hell, even my sister sees him as a friend, as he would let her play with his tail. She even calls him Oni-san, as she sees him as an older brother," Hinata said, as she left to go with her father and to tell him and Hanabi the bad news about. "Damn Hinata, what is wrong with you?" Natsumi said. "What do you mean, what's wrong with her?" Natsumi turned her head to the person who said that, as saw Ino Yamanaka, as well as Shikamaru Nara and Choji Akamichi, who were beside her too. "Do you even hear yourself, or do you just not care about your brother who could be dead by now?" Ino said. "No, I don't care about him, and like I said to Hinata, he's a disgrace. Hell, he should have died when he was born, as the law said, to avoid all of the embarrassment he brought to our clans," Natsumi said again with care. "Naruto may have been cursed, but you and your family are the monsters. I don't want anything to do with you at all," Ino said as she left. "Same here. Goodbye Natsumi Namikaze Uzumaki," Shikamaru said. "Yeah, goodbye Natsumi," Choji said. As they left, so too did everyone else, leaving only her, Sakura and Sasuke, who didn't care what was going on, and Sakura was busy being a fangirl for Sasuke. Kushina saw this happen and looked to the other parents, who only shrugged, saying that in time they will make up, as they are only children. Back with Naruto. Naruto was called to a meeting with his aunt Natsumi and some representatives from the academy in her office. He knocked the door, waiting to be greeted in. "Come in," Natsumi said. As Naruto opened the door, he saw Aikika and Sota in the room stand next to Natsumi. "Naruto, how are you holding up here?" Natsumi said. "It's been great. I haven't felt like this at all. Back home people would call me monster because of my tail, but not here. Here I fit right in and everyone is so nice. It feels like a real, no, it is a real family," Naruto said, getting a worried look from his aunt, who didn't know about the insults from the Hidden Leaf. "Naruto, did my sister help stop those people who would call a monster?" she asked, hoping for something redeeming in her sister, but instead all she saw was Naruto's head fall down. She didn't care. "It's like if there was any motherly instinct in her, it went to my sister instead," Naruto said, shedding a single tear before wiping it away. "Anyway, why are Aikika Hitaki and Sota Hyuga doing here? Also, it is nice to see you again," Naruto said. "Nice to see you too, kid. Me and Sota came by to see if you fitting in, and from what we've heard and seen, it seems you fitting in nicely, which is good," Aikika said. "We are also here to say that you've been accepted to join the Warriors Academy that is starting in 2 weeks," Sota said. "Really, that quick?" Naruto said. "Your aunt sent us a recording of your memories. Sorry about that, but we had to make sure, as normally it would infants that we bring back to the village, not children, in case it was a spy that was attempting to find where our village is," Sota said. "I understand. Seeing that the law over there says that any cursed born should be killed after they are born, I hate to think what they would do when they find an entire village full of us," Naruto said. Exactly. Also your aunt told us that Menma has been teaching you the basics. Can you show us a simple orb and hover around us a bit so that we can see? Ikika said as Naruto put his hand out in front of him and created a small orb for them to see. Good, nice and solid. Okay, now the hovering. Naruto drew the orb back in his hand and absorbed it back into his body. Good, you can reabsorb your energy. Please show us that you can hover. Sota said. Naruto focused his energy to his feet and hover a foot above the ground before going around them before being grabbed by his aunt. You are doing so well, Naruto. I can't believe you mastered it so quickly, and I take it your tail doesn't hurt when someone pulls it. She said as she was grabbing it tightly but had no effect on Naruto. It did at first a couple of years ago, but I used rope to tie myself to my bed and did some lifting hoping that I can power through it, and it worked. Naruto said, getting laughs from everyone. Oh Naruto, you had no idea what you were doing and yet it was the right course of action. Natsumi said. What do you mean by that? Naruto said. It's easy Naruto, our tails are our weakness. Even in our great ape form, if someone was to pull it we would lose our strength and it'll hurt like hell. Some of us train to get rid of that weakness when we're older, but you've already don't that. Sota said. Yeah, that'll make our jobs easier now. Ikika said. What do you mean by that? Naruto asked. We'll be your instructors until you graduate is all. Sota said, getting a smile from Naruto. Alright kid, get outta here, I still got business with them. Natsumi as she let go of Naruto, who floated away. He's getting the hang of it nicely. Now back to business. Natsumi said as she got behind the desk and took a seat. The general is concerned about the Mizuki's change of behavior and wonders if someone got him under a genjutsu. Ikika said. Genjutsu? Yeah, that would explain the change in personality, but he is Jinchuriki, it would have to be a powerful genjutsu to do that. Natsumi said. The general is aware of that and is sending a team of Uchihas and Hyugas to see if the Mizuki is under such a thing, and if he is, remove it. We are here to see if there's a way to protect against such a genjutsu in case whoever placed it comes after us. Sota said. Yeah, I know. Better to have it and not need it, than to need it and not have it. I will need the Uchiha's help if my clan is going counter such a jutsu, if that is all right. Natsumi said. Understand, I'll inform him and see what can be done. Thank you for your time. Natsumi Uzumaki. Ikika said as she and Sota took a deep bow and left the office. Over the next 2 weeks Naruto finally left the Uzumaki compound and saw the village for the first time with Menma, who decided to be his tour guide. As he took Naruto across the village, Naruto saw several Hyugas walking around without any headbands. Hi Menma, do you know why there are so many Hyugas from the main branch here? Naruto asked as Menma was confused but knew why. Oh right, I forgot you don't that much about the village since you just came here 2 weeks ago. He said, getting a puzzled look from Menma. Just before the Hyuga joined Konoha, some of them had mixed feelings about their clan using a curse seal. Just as they were discussing what to do about the seal, they saw an adult Saiyan come before them, as one of the women at the time gave birth to such a child that the Saiyan was looking for. He told them that another village would accept them and the Saiyan infant as well without persecution. Seeing they had little choice as they were stuck between being branded and an infant being killed in an unknown village, they took a gamble and faked their deaths so the rest of their clan wouldn't find, but it worked out in the end, as the village of Sadala gave them land to claim as their own and a place where other children like the infant can be raised in peace. Spoke a passing Hyuga who heard the conversation between the two kids. Thank you, Lady Hyuga. Naruto said. You're welcome, Naruto. She said. How do you know my name, Hyuga? He asked. Easy. 2 weeks ago one of our clansmen, Sota Hyuga, came back with a 7-year-old Saiyan with whisker marks, and you're the only one that can have those. She said. Oh right, I guess my cheeks do give me away. Naruto said with a smile. They certainly do. Now then, off yous go, but don't stay out too long, okay? She said with a smile. We won't come on, Naruto, we got lots places to go to and some of my friends would like to meet you. Menma said as he dragged Naruto with him, leaving the Hyuga lady alone. It certainly was a good gamble back then, and our clan hasn't forgotten our savior's name either. Sota, whose name still lives on. She thought to herself as continued with her day. Naruto followed Menma as the village of Sadala was natural hidden by mountains that encircled it, and when Naruto asked how big the village was, he was told that the mountains were its wall and the space from one side to the other was about 60 kilometers long, which Naruto figures it was about 55 miles long, which was bigger than the leaf. As Menma entered the park with Naruto behind him, Menma shouted to a group of kids. "Hi everyone. I'm here, how are yous doing?" Menma said out of breath. "Relax Menma, we're not going anywhere. Whose whiskers by the way?" Unknown female said. "Oh right, this is Naruto Uzumaki, he just came to the village a few weeks ago. Naruto, this is Caulifla Uchiha." Menma said. Caulifla Uchiha was wearing low-set purple bell-bottoms with a brown belt, low-cut magenta top with dark gray bracelets on each arm. Her hair is long, wild, spiky and black, matching her black eyes. "Nice to meet you Whiskers," she said. "Don't mind her, she always like that. This Kale Hyuga," Menma said. Kale Hyuga was wearing a red shirt exposing her midriff, matching her lower outfit, a red skirt with a brown belt and black compressed shorts underneath it, wearing also golden boots with red tips and golden bracelets on each arm. Her black hair is tied back into a spiky ponytail. "Hi Naruto, nice to meet you," Kale said. "This is here is Jin Senju." Jin Senju was wearing pink arm bracelets on each arm and wearing a light blue top with the Senju clan symbol on the back and black compressed shorts underneath a dull green skirt with a brown belt. Her hair was short and baggy. "Nice to meet you Naruto," Gina said. "This is Fasha Kamizuru," Menma said. "Hi." Fasha Kamizuru said, wearing a green shirt and low-set yellow bell-bottoms with green arm bracelets and a brown belt with her hair flat with spiky bangs. "And last but not least, seeing as the other guys aren't here, Satsuki Uchiha," Menma said. "Hi Naruto, nice to meet you." Satsuki Uchiha, wearing a dark blue top with the Uchiha symbol on the back with white shorts and a brown belt. Her hair was short with spiky bangs. "It's nice to meet yous all. I take it the Hyugas weren't the only ones who faked their deaths to come here," Naruto said. "Got it in one Whiskers. The Uchihas here separated from the other clan during the clan wars. In fact, most of the clans here did, except for Miss Kamizuru and the Uzumakis who moved here during the last war," Caulifla said. "What do you mean?" Naruto asked. "I was brought here after I was born and raised by the village. The only family I have is a sister named Kurosaki and a granddad named Onoki from Iowa," Fasha said, getting a shock from Naruto, who immediately figured out who her granddad is from the books back at the leaf. "What?" she asked. "You're the third Tsuchikage granddaughter, and you look like Sasuke Uchiha the duck butt, only a girl and without the duck butt hairstyle," he said, getting a similar shock from Fasha and a loud laughing from Caulifla. "I'm the third Tsuchikage granddaughter," Fasha yelled out. "Ha ha ha, your brother has a duck's ass for hair, ha ha ha," Caulifla yelling out loud. "Yeah, I remember seeing him at last Chunin exams that was held in the leaf with his granddaughter and your sister Kurosaki to promote friendly relationships with our villages. We got along fine except for my sister, that is," Naruto said. "Why is that then?" Fasha said. "My sister was raised with a silver spoon and thinks everyone is beneath her. She nearly started an international incident because of that," Naruto said, looking down as he remembered how cold she was to him but hoped she would get better in the future. "Damn, attitudes like that is what starts wars. Hopefully she doesn't become Kage," Kale said. "Agreed. Also, what's with your whiskers?" Jin said. "They're a birthmark. When my mom was the previous Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, but there was an incident when we were born. She survived when dad placed enough of the fox's chakra in her and sealed the fox itself into my sister Natsumi," Naruto said. "So your sister's a Jinchuriki for the strongest beast there is, but us that is," Caulifla said, getting laughs from everyone but Naruto, who was confused. "Oh right, you don't know. When we Saiyans transform into a great ape, our power can rival them," Menma said. "Damn," Naruto said, as he didn't know about that. "How did you get here anyway Naruto?" Fasha said, which made Naruto fell down. I don't think that's something Naruto wants to share at this moment," Menma said. "It's okay Menma, they find out later anyway. Both my parents banished me from both the clan, village and the nation. My dad kept me alive this long because he did some favors for out daimyo, but in the end he gave up like my mom did when my sister and I were being tried. They just said to never bother them, seeing as I can't do any jutsu at all." "Whoa, just whoa. Was the village just as bad?" Jin said. I did have friends there at the academy, but the rest of the village except for a ramen stand would throw insults at me because of my tail. Naruto said, shedding a single tear. That's bullshit. Everyone including Naruto turned to Caulifla, who shouted that. Why is it that they can have wars against each other and be friends afterwards, and yet when it comes to us Saiyans they kill us the moment we are born? It's just so unfair. She said angrily. Yeah, that sucks. It's all because we can't control ourselves when we look at the moon. That's not our fault. We only transform when we have our tails. Fasha said. Wait, what? We need our tails to transform? Didn't know about that. Naruto said. You didn't know? Damn, what are they teach you there? Also, what clan were you from when they banished you? Kale said. I was in the Namikaze and the Uzumaki clan because my mother wanted to keep her family name when married my dad Minato Namikaze so that any Uzumakis out there would find her. Naruto said. How many of your clansmen were there in Konoha? Jin said. Including me and my sister. 3 of each. Naruto said, getting surprised looks from everyone except Menma, who already knew. But you need at least 10 people to make a clan and EV. Caulifla said. And even then it would a small one. Yeah, that's what I told them to, only to get slapped from my mother for it. Naruto said as the girls looked at Menma hoping that part wasn't true, but he shook his head signaling them that it was the truth. We used the memory orb back at the compound and saw what happened. Because of that we banished his mother from the clan and accepted Naruto as an Uzumaki. We asked Naruto if his sister should be banished, but he said that they are still children and hoped in the future that she would regret it. Menma said. As the girls heard this, Jin, Satsuki and Kale hugged Naruto except for Caulifla and Fasha, who were too much of tomboys to get involved, but everyone saw them shedding tears from what was heard. Thank you. How about we play now to forget what just happened? Naruto said. Now you're talking. How about a game of tag that should help us with speed and reflexes for the academy? Sure, sounds like fun. They said as they spent the day running around chasing after each other under the hidden supervision of the village Anbus, who was making sure they were behaving. At the end of the day, as the sun started to set down, the Anbu appeared out of the shadows. Excuse me children, but the sun is setting down and it is time for yous to go home, especially you Caulifla Uchiha. Anbu said, pointing at Caulifla, who just huffed. Okay Anbu sir, thank you. Menma said. What did he mean by that? Naruto asked. Caulifla here likes to start fights now and then. Kale said. What? I like fighting Sasumi. Caulifla said. They tried that your defense was fighting them. Satsuki said. What? A good defense is a strong offense. Caulifla said. Are Anbu normally watching children when the sun goes down, or is it because of Caulifla? Naruto asked. That and to make sure we get home before the moon comes up, you know, giant ape thing and all. Kale said. Come on everyone, let's head home. We'll meet back up tomorrow and give Naruto a proper tour of the village, what you say? Menma asked. Sounds like a plan to me, sure. Everyone said as they left to go home. Naruto and Menma arrived to the compound when they Akio there, who asked how their day was. Naruto said it was the best day he had in his life and how quickly he made new friends. He also asked how many other clans were in the village, but Akio said that the academy will tell him that when he enrolls there. During the next 2 weeks, Naruto was giving a tour of the village by his new friends and was shown the other side of the mountain wall, where he saw farmlands that stretched along the mountain wall. When Naruto asked how big the nation of Sadala was, they shrugged their shoulders as they didn't know. They spent the rest of the time playing tags or mock battles. The day of enrollment. Naruto was nervous as it the first day at the academy. The academy was a huge building located near the east entrance of the wall. On the courtyard he saw 5 training posts with scorch marks on it. Naruto's nervousness quickly died down as he saw all the students with tails, some of them loosely hanging and others that moved around their waist, making it look like they had a brown belt. Naruto quickly realized that his friends' brown belts were their tails. All right Naruto, are you ready? His aunt said as he looked at her. Then with a big smile. Yeah, I'm ready to be a warrior of Sadala. Thanks to watching this video. Please like this video and subscribe our channel OG Anime. See you in the next video.